I'm here in Mendoza, Argentina, walking around the city. As we see, we have a little bike path. This is passportpapi.usa on Instagram, posting weekly videos here on YouTube. That's why you should like and subscribe so that you can support my page. We have over 250,000 followers on Instagram. A lot of motion, a lot of movement there. Recently, we've been working with Argentina, the government of Argentina, several businesses in Argentina, and the tourism sector, real estate sector. And I'm just really excited about this country. It's just a good country. We have great infrastructure wherever I go. Now, Mendoza, it is closer to Chile. It's located along the Andes Mountains, and right over the mountains is Santiago, Chile. So it's a little bit different than other places I've been to in Argentina. I came here 2 nights ago. I stayed at La Maria Boutique Hotel. Incredible hotel, incredible experience. And I was fortunate enough to have an itinerary set up for me where I visited Rosel Boher. It's like this vineyard with some lodges, had a very good dinner there. And then the next day woke up not too hungover because we had a sauna in the hotel. So I got to sweat out all the wine and wake up without a hangover, and woke up in the morning to go to Brescia Wines, which is a family-owned winery, and met the owners, and then went to, after that, to Norton, which is one of the biggest wine producers in the entire country. They have a massive production facility. Went on an extensive tour there. Incredible experience. And then in the night was probably the highlight of the whole trip. Went to Casa Vigil, where I tried my favorite wine, which is the Malbec by El Enemigo. They also make a Cabernet Franc that is incredible. And I don't overrate things, you know? I'm not one of these guys that says, oh, this is incredible, that's incredible. If it's bad, I say it's bad. If it's good, I say it's good. The dinner, which was a Michelin star restaurant, it was a 10-course meal, 13 wines, you can only imagine. That was one of maybe the best dinner of my life. The 10-course meal, everything was organic, grown, in season, a lot of it on premise or sourced from growers nearby. Just a wider range of meats, wider range of vegetables and flavors. It just blew my mind. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram to see more of that experience, because I didn't film a YouTube video there. I was focusing more on making the reels. Mendoza, what do I think about Mendoza? This is my first time walking through the city of Mendoza, and it's like every other city in Argentina. It's built well. It's built perfectly. Like, I mean, aside from maybe the sidewalk here or there is like messed up, just like anywhere in the world. But the infrastructure is incredible. I see there's bike paths. It is not a beautiful day today. There was a storm yesterday. It's summertime. But the streets, look how paved they are. It's just, this is what you get when you come to Argentina. You get infrastructure. You get polite people. You get safety. And that's a big thing that we are stressing right now, is Latin America is not known for being safe. You know, you have countries like Brazil, which are incredibly insecure. You have, you know, all this insecurity in Ecuador, you know, Peru, of course, Venezuela, Mexico. So people have this idea like, oh no, it's like those countries. No. And it comes down to a lot of things, a lot of socio-political factors, a lot of, history that plays a role too. At the end of the day, Argentina is not a narco state. I think that's one of the primary reasons why it's safer, a lot safer than other Latin American countries, is because if you look at the countries above the southern tip of South America, which is known as the Southern Cone, you have Chile, Uruguay, and you have Argentina. These are not necessarily narco states. And by narco state, I mean, does the black market play a major role in the federal government? Now, Argentina, it does have a problem with corruption in the past. Probably the meanest guy in Argentina right here. They've had problems with corruption in the past. Just like crazy corruption scandals with the federal government under Kirchner, under the leaders before that, and of course they've had a volatile political past. But at the end of the day, the culture is a peaceful culture, and you're not going to encounter the same levels of danger you do in these other countries like Brazil, Colombia, Central America. You'll encounter something way more familiar to what you're used to in North America, and even more chill, even better actually, if you go on public transportation here, more civil than what you see on public transport in North America, and very familiar to people in Europe as well. So yeah, Mendoza might be my favorite tourist destination in Argentina. I do make videos about Buenos Aires and how I love Buenos Aires, but as far as like visiting cities for short amounts of time, so far Mendoza is my favorite, because the bodegas, the experiences you get there, first of all, it's cheaper than like Mar del Plata. It's crazy. The dinners, the steaks, they're cheaper than Mar del Plata, and Mar del Plata wasn't really that great of an experience. So it's cheaper and a better value. So it's the best value, I think. Why am I losing my breath? I'm here with my friend, Julieta. Julieta, say hi.
Hi, hello.
Do you know how high we are? Are we like a high altitude?
I think they say like 900 meters.
Okay, yeah, because I'm a little out of breath.
Yeah, no, I'm good, but yeah.
Yeah, because I'm talking, I'm yapping. Yeah, so we are closer to the mountains, and we are a little bit above sea level, closer to 1,000 meters, I think, right now in the city. But when I'm in Buenos Aires making these videos, you know, we're at sea level, so I have more air. I'm losing my breath pretty quickly. We're walking to a park called San Martin, Parque San Martin. San Martin is the liberator of Argentina, Chile, and Uruguay, right?
Yeah.
And Uruguay. He's like the Simón Bolívar. He actually worked with Simón Bolívar, but he is the one who actually liberated, these three countries from the Spanish viceroyalties. And there's a lot of history. Like, Argentina liberated Chile, and then during the Falklands War, the Maldives War, guess who was giving Britain, who was, so basically there's this war that happened in the 1980s that resulted in 4,000 casualties on the side of Argentina, where Britain just like randomly wanted to like take islands off the coast of Argentina. And now we're discovering there's a lot of oil and whatnot. Chile, which exists because of Argentina, gave intel to the Brits and then helped the Brits win the war against Argentina. So there's like so many complexities with the history here. That's why I love staying in Argentina too, is because it is deep, and the people, they are deep. You know, all these countries, they have complexities. They have like these really interesting historical facts. Like Bolivia, I think, is incredibly interesting. But with Argentina, they study it more. Like, they know more about it. You ask a Bolivian about Bolivian history, about the cocaine coup. You ask them about Sucre. Not a lot of them will be able to tell you a lot about that. In Argentina, people that I meet are pretty smart. Like my friend here, Julieta, which we don't date, by the way. I don't want people to think she came along with me for the ride because I'm not dating anyone here in Argentina. The dating scene in Argentina, what do you have to say about it? Do you think it's Argentina?
I hate it right now, but that's just like personal stuff that I'm going through. But I think it's fine. Like, we are friendly people. Like, I think that's a characteristic that we have.
They're a little too friendly with everyone. It's not like the Brazilians, though, where they're like, oh, ven para acá, eu quero beijar. They're like, I think the culture, especially in Buenos Aires, it's like very cosmopolitan. It's very Sex in the City. It's less romance, more quick, right? It's what you find in every major city. And a lot of the time this results in relationships that are hard to find and hard to keep. But you were just in like a 4-year relationship, so it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible, obviously, to have a long-term relationship or like one-night thing as well. It's like
you can get the best of both worlds. But yeah, in Argentina, yeah. So this Mendoza getaway, it's very romantic. It's like our suite. It was like, whoa, what the fuck? This is so romantic looking. But like, even without the romantic, like, even if you go with like a friend or something, you can visit all of these bodegas. What was your favorite bodega?
I love the experience that we had at Casa Vigil. It was over the top, but I did like all of them.
Yeah, all of them were super friendly. They all had their own qualities, like their own like specific way of making their wine, which we learned so much, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, Casa Vigil, it was insane. What was the most insane part of Casa Vigil for you?
When we arrived and we saw all the cup of glasses that we had ahead of us, we were like 12, and then he brought another one. It was so wild.
that was ridiculous. So you walk into the restaurant and you're like, okay. Oh well, we should talk about before we got in the restaurant after. But like, you walk into the restaurant and you're like, okay, we're just gonna have like a wine tasting and like a Michelin star dinner, which it's a Michelin star restaurant. And then the table
so
had like, it had 12 wine glasses on it. Like it was ridiculous. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram to see videos of it. But it was just it was ridiculous. It was.
But like in a good way.
In like a good way. It's like, I will never forget that. Right?
Yeah.
And they had the nerve after the 10-course meal, which was incredible, by the way. Which one was your favorite? You got the vegan option.
I got the vegan one.
Which one was your favorite of the 10-course meal?
I love them all. I did like the not the last dessert, the previous one, the one that had like an ice cream and peach and stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I ended the whole plate. It was so good.
Yeah, not the smoked. They ended off the meal with a very. We won't forget it.
You'll like it a lot, but I'm not a fan of the smoked things, so I didn't. It wasn't my favorite, but it was like a good experience.
I didn't like love it, but I thought it was like so bold and interesting that they would do such a thing. It was smoked milk ice cream with like what else was it?
Did you have peach as well?
With peach, yeah. And I've never it blew my mind. Like, what? People smoke milk and make ice cream from it? It blew my mind. It's something that only you can do with Michelin star. But the dessert before that was what was it? Oh, it was dulce de leche. It was dulce de leche.
Yeah, there was like 2 plates, I think, 2 different dishes. A small one and a bigger one.
The small. Oh, you like the small one?
No, I like both of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they gave us like a pre-dessert, which was to clear our palate and redirect the course to dessert. And then we had the dulce de leche, and then the interesting thing. And then they had the nerve to give us a 13th glass of wine. Like, what did you think when they brought that glass out?
They say as well, like, to cleanse and have like the dessert, but it was so much alcohol.
I was like forcing her. Like, she stopped like tasting them. I was like, yo, you gotta taste it.
No, I did taste
you
them,
tasted each
but
one?
I didn't. All of them, but
Okay.
I didn't end the cup of glasses, which
Yeah.
was like a waste. It was like,
No, I don't think they're expecting you to finish every glass.
it would be a lot.
I did finish like most of my glasses and most of her glasses. And then I got to go in the sauna after to sweat it all out. But anyways, we are here at the San Martin Park. It's a big park. Is there anywhere we can go in this park that's cool? Maybe over there? I'm trying to do some workouts because... Oh, there's a lake? Okay. We're gonna go to the lake. I need to do some workouts. I've been pretty good about working out. I've been doing classes. I gained some weight in 2025, it's just bad. I just got too like, oh yeah, I can just, whatever, it doesn't matter. It does matter. It does matter. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how well known you are. Being fit is like an ultimate status symbol for anyone at any socioeconomic or political, social level. And yeah, so I'm getting back into it. Like, I'm dialing in this year, and we have a lot of things that I've been releasing that adds value to everyone. So my website, passportpapi.travel, I just posted my second lesson with my buddy Ryan, who runs a multi-million-dollar remote construction company, and he runs it remotely from an island, a tropical island where he lives in La La Land. and living very comfortably. And the way that he got there is very interesting and something that you can apply to basically any industry, especially if you're in construction. So go ahead and buy that. It's $15. And then I have had my buddy Farzad, who runs a tech company in Colombia, also a multi-million-dollar tech company, 30 plus employees, multiple properties, multiple offices. I released that, also $15. That was a few months ago when I released that, and we have more coming. So this is just knowledge that you can apply to any endeavor that you are pursuing. And the reason why I'm releasing stuff with my friends is because I learned from them to be where I am today. And a lot of people want to be where I am today. So if you want to be where I am today, you know, Passport Papi, traveling around the world, you know, living comfortably, you got to learn from people that are doing other things. You have to diversify your knowledge. And that's something that I try to stress to everyone is, okay, sure, you might not be in tech, but learning about tech will help you when you have to deal with people in tech. Sure, you might not be in construction, but there's going to be a day when you have to deal with people in construction. And the fundamental principles that they use to manage people, to win contracts, to win certifications in their career path is something you should know about regardless of who you are. So that is available on passportpapi.travel. Also working closely with my attorney Martin at MH Legal Hub, getting residencies. I just had a call with him yesterday. They are deporting gringos. Yep, they are deporting gringos from Argentina that overstay their visa, their tourist visa. And they're also at the airport, they're saying, hey, to people that continually come to Argentina, they're saying, hey, if you don't get a residency, you're not going to come back to Argentina. So this is the last time we're going to let you come into Argentina. We know you're living here. With this tourist visa stuff, you're just abusing the system. If you don't get the residency, we're not letting you come in next time. So that's why more than ever, there's a huge stress to get your residency. Go ahead, and I'm going to leave the WhatsApp link in the bio. That's the way to reach out to him. Click the WhatsApp link, so you know that it comes from Passport Papi, and get started on the residency. That's major, guys, especially for everyone. I know there's a lot of people that come to Argentina. They stay a few months, they leave. They come back to Argentina, stay a few months, and leave. You need the residency at a certain point. And it opens up so many other opportunities. And Martin, he's great. He doesn't take your case if he doesn't think he will win. And very competitive pricing, of course, as well. Good service. He speaks great English. What else? We have Substack. So I'm releasing, I've been putting out Substack newsletters. Right now I'm using the platform Substack, but it's a $10 monthly subscription and adding value continuously there. Google locations, personal accounts, stuff that I wish I knew before going to these places. Just a little bit more of a granular and specific and personalized knowledge for people that are traveling to the places that I travel to, which is all over Latin America, even Europe. That's the Substack. That's why I put a price tag on the Substack. I do have free articles on Substack though, so go ahead and subscribe even if you don't want to pay the $10 a month, because I have some free Substack newsletters. Oh, we got this guy. Look at this street. Anyways, I am so out of breath. Julieta, do you have anything to say about Argentina that everyone should know?
We have so good places and different. We have mountains, we have lakes, we have beaches, which might not be the ones that you like, but we have the Iguazu Falls. We have many things to do.
Yeah, we have some. I mean, they have. I'm basically going to be Argentine. I'm basically Argentinian now. Hey, boludo, no me jodas. See, no? Does that sound good? No?
No.
Hater alert. No. But yeah, she's completely right. You don't come to Argentina for the beach. So that's why I said Mar del Plata, don't love it, because it's just a place for Argentines to get away. It's like their Jersey Shore, it's their Atlantic City. It's not like a good beach, but the city is pretty cool. You come to Argentina to go to Mendoza because they have the best wines, in my opinion, the best wines in the world. You come to Argentina to go to Iguazu Falls, which is the most massive waterfalls in the world. Most massive, yes. The most amount of water runs through those waterfalls. It's absolutely huge. You come to Argentina to go to Patagonia, which is basically, to me, which I've been several times. It's the Rockies with more interesting looking mountain. So like the mountains there are more sharp. They're jagged. The Rockies are more, they're a little bit more smoothed out. And what I like most, this is the real value in Patagonia for me. There's no bears. There's like no animals that can kill you there. So you can hike with this peace of mind, because when you hike in the Rockies in North America, you have to bring bear spray because there's like black bears, there's grizzly bears. It's scary. I was in Montana, beautiful. Oh, Montana's so beautiful. But I had to bring bear spray with me. You don't have to do that in Patagonia. So that's, for me, that's the best pro of Patagonia, is there's no apex predators. Like, you're the apex predator. I think there are some cats, but, oh, and there's like some cute foxes. So I guess that's about it. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. We're walking onto this field right now. I don't know, there's nothing.
I think that's the lake, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're going to the lake, being navigated by Julieta. I trust her guidance. She's been pretty good, basically my assistant on this trip. Also, big shouts out to Visit Argentina and Turismo Mendoza, Carolina from Turismo Mendoza, and Laura and the whole team in Visit Argentina for connecting all the dots. It's a lot. It's a lot to set these things up, and like I wouldn't have been able to come without them. And also shouts out to La Maria Boutique Hotel for hosting me. Ernesto from there, incredible, cool people. I do these kinds of things in other countries too, like in Brazil, and sometimes I felt used, like, oh, we're just gonna squeeze the influencer juice out of them. In Argentina, it doesn't feel like that. It's like, oh, this guy influences, we want him to show our country, but we want to connect with him on a personal level too. It's more personable. It's like after I take the videos, they still want to hang out with me. In Brazil, sometimes I would take the videos and like, okay, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you anymore. We squeezed all your influencer juice out. We've extracted. It's a very extraction based, not everyone, but like a lot of it was like tit for tat. Here they don't have like the same concept of economy, which is good and bad, which I think we must preserve. So I don't really want to see the same type of capitalism that is in Brazil and in the United States come here to Argentina. Definitely want the country to want their institutions to like not be corrupt and have functional institutions and whatnot, but definitely want to preserve Argentina because it's just so damn cute. It's just like everything's cute about it. The people, the cities, the places, the locations. It's just such a safe and peaceful place to travel, stress-free. I don't think I have much else to say. Thank you, Julieta, for just like letting me randomly ask you questions.
It's fun.
Yeah, we're gonna go and look for something to do here. The bodegas, I mean, I can just tell, you come to Mendoza for the bodegas. And how many days? As many days as you want. I could stay here a week. Budget, it's what you want as well. The bodegas, the wine tours, I was looking at the prices. I think it's like less than $100 per wine tour. And maybe that's per person or maybe group wise. Transportation is the main thing. Is like sometimes the transportation can be expensive. People take buses. I would take Ubers, just save up a little bit. I didn't pay more than, we stayed in the south. Like if you look at La Maria Boutique Hotel. It's located closer to the bodegas, which is south of Mendoza. I would say per day, it depends. Like if you want to be super luxurious, they have super luxurious, treat yourself. If you want to be more budget friendly, you can be more budget friendly. But the Ubers, I would say weren't too expensive. The most expensive Uber was $30 because it was like really hard to get there and it took a long time. But yeah, wow, enjoying my time here. Really enjoyed my time here. Just walking around the city now, here in Mendoza, Argentina.